Are we ready?
All right, ready.
No bras required. The podcast where two girlfriends talk about everything from diapers to death and do it all braless and brutally honest.
I'm Megan. I'm a mom of four, lifelong educator, dance studio owner, coffee and wine snob, and never afraid to speak my mind.
And
Ooh.
I'm Patti, mom of three, teacher turned leader, dance boss, loud laughter, tequila enthusiast, and professionally unfiltered.
Together, we've got over 30 years in education, seven kids, two studios, countless bottles of wine and tequila, and a whole lot of stories to share with you.
What's No Bras Required all about? It's a space for women like us who are juggling life, entrepreneurship, parenting, work, marriage, friendship, grief, joy, chaos, and just need some real talk.
So, whether you're sipping wine in leggings, hiding in your car, or rage cleaning your kitchen, we're here for you. Hey, Patty.
Hey, Megan, how are you doing?
I'm doing. How are you?
Yeah, living the dream.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're like almost halfway through March. What happened?
No. And
Um,
how?
well, I think it's called, well, you and I both had a crazy weekend. We were at dance competition, convention,
Mm.
like all the things. It's just busy now.
Time change.
Time change. Oh, can we can we get rid of the time
Stop.
change? Like why?
Seriously.
Why? Because
Seriously.
all it did was make me have to stand in carpool in the pitch black dark. Now, I will say it does make my purple lightsaber that I use to direct traffic. It shines more in the dark, so it does kind of make me a little happy. However, it just makes it dark in the morning and it makes me not want to have to get up at really seriously now, oh dark 30 and be at school
Yeah.
by 7 and it's dark all the way through.
Yeah.
Makes me sad.
Yeah. Um, I was recently in a business meeting, and this local business owner referred to the morning because we get up very early for these meetings, and she called it the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah.
And it will forever be the ass crack of dawn for me from now on.
Is she from the South? I feel like that's like such a
No,
South
she's
thing
from
that we
here,
say.
like my area.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
she could fit in down here. Tell her if she ever wants to visit, she would fit in really well.
I will let her know. She'll
Yeah.
love that. She
Yeah.
will love that. But yeah, I'm like, man, every once in a while somebody comes up with a good name, and I'm like, I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So should we let everybody know what we're talking about today?
Yes, I like this topic. I think it's gonna get interesting. Todd and Mike, maybe you don't want to listen, or maybe you
I'm gonna
do.
tell Todd that we canceled the podcast.
Yeah, right. Sorry, we didn't do one this week.
We're taking a hiatus. Yeah. For a week.
Spring break.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can we say this out loud? Marriage is work,
But
but it's
also very
also worth it. Right,
yeah.
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 Also worth it.
Yes. Like and marriage really is. It's so amazing, but it's also way harder than anybody let on
Yeah, no, they don't write
ever.
books about that or movies about that.
Well, I think they do now, but not when we were getting started.
No. Oh, did you ever see that movie with Adam Driver? And I can't remember who the girl was. That was his wife. And it was all about like them being married and kind of their marriage devolving. Oh
Oh,
my gosh, it was so good and so real and just raw.
I
Not,
don't think I
that
have.
everybody's marriage devolves, and falls apart, but like it was probably the most realistic version of marriage that I've seen. And it's old. I mean, it's been a
Yeah.
while. But it was just very real and raw and like where they would go through like times of silence and then times where they loved you, and it just kind of followed their
Yeah.
journey and obviously it didn't have a happy ending, but um yeah, it was truthful, like and authentic, and I
Oh,
really appreciated that. But yeah, to check that one out. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to look it up, but
But who's the actor?
Adam Driver. Um,
Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
he's like the guy who played Kylo Ren in the Star Wars. Okay, well, sorry, Star Wars people over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a good one. Um, but yeah, I mean, sometimes the person you love the most is also the person who drives you the most crazy.
Girl. Yes.
Like, y'all, that's the truth right there.
And then, like, the stage of life that I'm at, like when you throw menopause in that mix,
Mm,
like, who designed this?
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, perimenopause. I'm in the perimenopause stage. You're in the menopause stage. Um, I might commit murder multiple times in a month. I'm really proud
Yeah,
of myself. I feel like I should get like an award that I have
for
not.
not doing it.
Yeah. Yes.
I think you should too, because you do message a lot that you're gonna murder somebody. And I'm like, no, 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 you do not look good in orange. You do not
I
look
know.
good in orange.
I've been
Um,
really good lately though. I feel like I have not needed to murder anybody in my head for a while, but like my husband snoring through the CPAP machine, that
Megan,
that sends me over the edge.
I legit have this conversation every night because Todd's been staying up and watching TV, and I go to bed because I'm so tired because I still have all this sinus congestion. I just can't get enough air. He comes to bed. I don't hear him, but he wakes me up in the middle of the night with his snoring, and I go, push him, Todd. And he every night asks me, oh, am I snoring?
Oh
I
no.
could not think of a more annoying question.
No, I like to just wake up randomly and touch you and push you in the middle of the
Well,
night.
last night my response was, dude, you've had a CPAP machine for years. They don't just give them away.
No.
Put it on. Oh, and he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't think I was that bad. Honey, you never think you're that bad. I never in a million years thought I could be annoyed by somebody's breathing.
Patty, seriously. Yes. Like I think I it was probably year 7 of being married,
Yeah,
and I remember clearly like laying in bed and I hear Mike breathing. He wasn't even snoring, but it was like
yeah,
heavy breathing,
yeah,
and I was like I could smother him with a pillow.
yeah.
And I'm like, why is his even like breathing annoying me so bad right now that I'm like to the point of murder? Like I'm having these thoughts because I'm just like, he's just breathing. But oh my gosh, is it annoying? Or like he'll sit
Yeah,
down on the couch next to me and he's trying to be all nice and like just sit there. Like he's not even trying to touch me. And I can hear him breathing. And
yeah.
there are days I'm like, go away. Don't breathe near me. It's so bad. It's so
When you
bad.
say it out, it sounds so ridiculous
You,
and mean.
I know.
But
We sound
you
like crazy
legit
people.
and you just like legit feel so justified in it in the moment. Like I do try to check myself before I wreck myself. And then I'll say something, and then I'm like, oh my God, I can't even make eye contact with him after because I was so nasty. It's like, good grief.
But
Um,
like when I think when we were early married, we had to learn that. Like we had to learn you can't say everything you think and feel. Like sometimes it is kind of crazy and
I
you have to
I
like,
agree. I
yeah.
agree that we had to learn it, but I don't think they did.
Oh,
Todd
no.
thinks out loud.
Their their processes are very different. It's like the whole Mars and Venus thing. Like
Truly.
they yeah, no, they're very different. But I learned that like expressing how I felt about everything just made me sound like a very crazy person. And I probably needed to keep some things to myself and
Yeah.
then find a girlfriend who I could be like, if he breathes one more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's mean. And
It is. And
it
how
is
can you be
mean.
so annoyed by your most favorite person?
Right. Like I chose this person. I chose
Yeah.
this person. I said vows in the church before God that I was
And
going to
you
live.
met them.
Yeah. And I meant them. I truly meant them. I truly, truly, there was like no,
Yeah.
doubts or anything. I truly meant them that I was going to spend the rest of my life with this person, loving this person, growing with this person. And then there's some days I'm like, when are you taking him, God?
Yeah.
When would you like him back? Like, I've I'm good with the gift. And that's terrible because I know I'd feel horrible and I'd be so sad. But yeah, there are some days. I'm like, even five
Yeah.
minutes? Like just so I
Yeah.
can sleep.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, what's like an unrealistic idea of marriage that you had before you got married?
Um, hmm. I did not go into marriage thinking it was gonna be all like lovey-dovey, whatever. I definitely thought, what did I think? I don't know. I thought I would like him forever and I would like the sex for like the whole marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That
That
was
takes some work too.
that was not true.
Yeah.
Like, I
Well,
mean, no matter how you were as a partner, like, and with kids and everything else, I always thought like the bedroom would be like that great place. I
yeah.
had no concept of the fact that like once came in and all the things, and life changes that I'd be like, do not touch me. This is the line. Don't
Yeah.
cross it.
Yeah.
Like I never thought that that would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
What was yours?
Um, I think for me, what surprised me the most was how you take turns at growth.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? And like if one of you is growing, the other one could get left behind. And then like how that dynamic plays out,
yeah.
right? Like that's, and I think we saw that a lot in that business group. Like a lot of women were working on their personal growth and their partners had no interest in it. And a lot of them ended up divorced over it,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, especially
right?
when the woman grows more than the man
Yeah.
and he is not on his own growth journey in any way and is
Yeah.
kind of just stagnant. That creates a lot of tension in a marriage. We saw that a lot where she
A
would
lot.
become successful. He started to have doubts, feelings,
Yeah.
um, feeling inadequate in certain ways. At least that was their interpretation of it. And it really, yeah, it did. It
Yeah.
destroyed their marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think like with that is like just how important communication and good communication, real, honest, hard conversation is to sustaining a marriage long term.
Hmm. Well, and is it important to both spouses that they each grow? Or I feel like Todd and Mike are very similar in the fact that both were very happy to be our cheerleaders in the background, supporting us and handling all the things while we continue to grow.
Yeah.
And
We're not happy being stagnant.
oh my God. Well, look at us. We're like, oh, what else can I do? Let's try
Yeah.
this. But
Yeah.
they're very happy just being kind of that steady force and not necessarily like needing that. I also need to grow or prove myself kind of personality.
Yeah.
Um, so I think we're well matched in that way because we
Yeah.
are the aggressive learners, growers, like, let's go change. This will be great. Let's try this. And they're just like,
Yes.
gotcha. I'll be here to catch you if you fall, or I'll be here to cheer for you if you're successful. Um, and not everybody matches that way in a marriage. And I don't know that we necessarily did that on purpose. We didn't have those conversations before we were married.
Oh, no. Well, I don't think you know too. And like another thing that really surprised me is how much the differences in how you were brought up
Hmm.
and your the family values that were you were raised with come in like when you're raising your own kids. And it's like, who like how do we take what you want and what I want and make it ours? So that like I really like that saying, like nobody wins, nobody loses when it comes to marriage and like, for lack of a better word, negotiating like how you're going to do things as your family unit. Um, but I remember that being really hard, like in the early years, um, like just how the marriage changed when kids arrived,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
like the difference in, like Todd still talks about, he told my family, he goes, I am so worried that I'm going to be so strict, like I'm going to be so strict with these kids. And my family laughed at him because it's like, you are like the softest, sweetest man, like genuinely good human being. It's like, I don't think it's gonna be you, but they didn't have the heart to tell him. And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was definitely the disciplinarian. Like, not that if he got mad that the kids didn't toe the line unless they did, but I think they were more afraid if mom got upset.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like Mike
Yeah.
would he would try to be the disciplinarian and he would step in on some
Yeah.
things, but it was definitely more me that I could get the truth out of them.
Yeah.
I had that power of, I don't know, whatever it was that they were like, oh, don't make mom mad,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they didn't want to disappoint him,
Yes.
but he was also more of the like, let's talk, especially with the girls. And with Michaela, he was the like, let's talk, let's, have the relationship type thing. And I was like, get it together. This isn't appropriate. Like I was
Yeah.
the stern one.
Yeah.
Um, where yeah, and then the boys, I think he's a little bit different. Like with Liam, he's like da 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 da, and I'm like, he's more sensitive. He needs that person to talk to and to kind of
Yeah.
like mold him through things. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's very interesting how our parenting had to shift with each kid, but our roles also changed with each of
Yeah.
them. Um,
Isn't that funny how men are with their boys compared to their daughters? Because Todd is very much the same, acknowledges it, and
mhm,
says, he flat out says, I don't care, I have a double standard. That's my daughter.
yeah,
I expect my sons to figure it out. My daughter, I will do that for.
yeah,
And I'm like,
I know, I know. Little girls
that's,
and their daddies.
oh my gosh. Especially when they know they have them wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Like there has been a couple times where Charlie's done something with Todd and she looks at me like, see, mom, I'm training him too. I'm like, oh girl. And she does it very well. Yeah. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Um, let's talk about how like marriage changes after like kids, like especially that shift from like the romantic relationship to the partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's such a transition. And I don't even remember when it happened. Like there's no clear cut. You know what I mean? Like it's still,
I think it happened with changing diaper. It happened when the baby was like, you took this little precious thing home,
yeah,
and we all, I think everybody, I mean, everybody that I've ever talked to, like, they're like, here you go, you can go home. And we put that
yeah.
baby in the car seat and we're like, wait, what?
Oh my God, we're actually,
Like,
they're trusting us with the human life.
right? Like, we're gonna do this on our own now? Like, there's no nurse, there's no like training course.
Yeah. Should we at least have to pass a test?
Right. Like I had to pass the test to drive a car. I had to pass the test for
Yeah,
everything in life. And you're just telling me that like this baby came out of my body and here you go. Like good luck. It was so scary.
crazy,
But then
crazy.
I think for us it was waking up in the middle of the night and you decide in those nights of newbornness. That tells you a lot about how things are going to go. Because
Yeah.
is it you're both up and you're either taking turns,
Mm.
or because I nursed the babies, it was you get up, you do the diaper, change them, bring them back to me. I will nurse them, and then I will put them back to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really where we started to get that partnership of, all right,
Yeah.
we're both in this. It's not all on me, you
Yeah.
know. Um, and I think that's very telling. I'd love to do a, you know, in my spare time, love to do a study on that of like, how did you handle the newborn phase and how many marriages lasted that it was all fell, it all fell on the mom, or it
Yeah.
all fell on
Yeah.
one partner. And, did that correlate with, was the marriage gonna make it?
Well, you sure learn a lot about how your partner feels about partnership and
Mhm.
teamwork in those exhausted hours in the middle of the night. Like you're done. I love that. And I can't remember who it is, but it's like they'd come home. I think it was Brene Brown. I'm at an 8 today, or I'm at a 6, right? Like you always think everybody's gonna give and get, but it's like some days you just don't have the energy to give anymore. And I love that idea about how you come home and you're like, I'm at a 2. Like I'm at a 2 and I'm gonna need you to pick up the slack for me today. And they're like, that's okay, I'm at an 8. Or they come home and it's like, I'm at a 2, I'm at a 2. Let's agree to order pizza and let the TV babysit the kids tonight. And we just look after like whatever
You
we
survive.
can.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like what a brilliant idea to actually come home and just communicate where you're at. Mind blowing, really, in the simplicity of it. But it's like, how many of us actually know that and have the bandwidth after a day at work, after a day at home with the kids to know what your score is,
Yeah. Well, and
right?
I mean, I think now, for the most part, we know our husbands well enough. They know us well enough. They can almost read it on
Yeah.
us of like,
Oh, yeah.
she's done. She's done
Yeah.
today. She is
Yeah.
done. Like,
Yeah.
let me not push the button. Um, but when you're first married, and we all have, it's like you get married, you date a couple years, maybe you lived together, maybe you didn't, but like, do you really know each other? Like, you think you do, but you do not. And then you're married, and within a couple years, most people are having babies,
Yeah.
and you're still getting to know your spouse.
Yeah.
And you haven't been through like the most people haven't been through anything hard yet. You
Yeah.
haven't gone through anything that is challenging to really know like how they're gonna handle the super stressful situation, or um what they're gonna do if emotions are really high. Like, I mean, you're still a baby yourself,
Yeah.
and now you're bringing another human into this world, and you're trying to navigate a stressful situation. Newborn life is stressful
Yeah.
with this person. I mean, it's a lot. It's a
It
lot.
is. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Um, I think too for women, especially with the kids, a lot of the scheduling and the day to day falls on us. Like Todd and I have talked because he's like, well, I was home. I made dinners. I'm like, you didn't make dinners. Like my mom or your mom made dinners because they babysat the boys. Like I dropped them off when I went to work and you'd pick them up because just be like, right? He worked during the day, I worked during the night. We basically became roommates during the dance season. And so, and I'm like, you don't even know that who their doctor is, let alone where their clinic is at. And it was funny because it's like how we both look back at it and what we think we did and what our roles were.
Hmm.
And I was like, my brain was so done because I had to remember everything. Who was where, when, what time. I had Dylan who was like, the big mom calendars where you can put like each person's things for the day. I had to buy that because of Dylan because he was not okay unless he knew where everybody was and what time they'd be home and what like he just needed that information. So I'm like, it's on the board, go look at the calendar, you'll be fine. But just to even keep his anxiety or whatever it was like in check. Like
Hmm.
it was an easy thing to do, but it was like another thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, and it starts when they're babies. Like you're the one who has to keep up with when did they last eat? When did they poop? When did they pee? When did you bathe them last? Because like you haven't bathed and I don't know when, and we forget that part. But like that baby was clean. When was the
Yeah.
laundry? Oh my gosh, how many more onesies do we have? Because this baby spits up all the time. Do I need to do another load? Like it was all of those things. And then you just keep
Yeah.
adding, and then the kids grow up and then they have their schedules, and you're having to keep up with it. Even if you have help, it's still your job to communicate. Like I remember there one of the first retreats we were going on, and
Yeah.
my kids were still pretty little, and I had never I don't think I'd ever been away from the house by myself, like just me. Um for an extended period of time, like for that. And so it was like I wrote out this crazy calendar schedule and made a copy for Mike and made a copy for my mom. And like,
Yeah.
here is everything you need to know of like what's going to happen over the next 5 days and
Yeah.
where everybody needed to be and, you know, who likes what to eat and who doesn't. And I mean, it's so much. And and Mike was always very helpful, but he still had to be told, I need you to do this. I need you to take this kid here. I need you to go and do this. And he would, but it was
You had
never
to initiate it. Yeah.
right. Yeah, I still had to be kind of like that scheduler and like the dispatch. Like,
Yeah.
okay, here's where we are. Here's who needs to go where. I mean, and there was one time like we lost Ryan. We left him at school. Didn't even know it. I thought he went with Mike. Mike left him with me. Liam told me he went with Mike, and I left him at school.
You
Whoops.
forgot to scooch him down the hallway with your
I
foot.
did. I did. A little boy came in looking for me. Oh my gosh, that was like the worst. I felt like the worst mother in the entire world.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just, it's hard. It's so hard.
It
And then
is.
it's so easy to blame your partner when things don't go well.
Yeah. Especially when you're exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which, okay, let's switch over to it. Like, let's talk about like the friendship in marriage.
Okay.
Because I think this is a very important part too. Like, I think friendship is really underrated in
Hmm.
marriage. Like, really, you should be marrying your best friend or like your favorite person. What is one of the best times you and Mike have ever had together where you both like just died laughing or you were just like had so much fun you still talk about it?
Hmm. Oh, wow. We've been married a long time. I mean, there's lots of little moments in there. I think for us, it's been, finding those moments, finding those things that, you can find funny, finding the times where you can laugh at whatever's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's around something that was disastrous, like whether
Yes.
you're like in the pouring rain trying to do something or, um,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Like I was gonna say, like over a long marriage, a lot of it usually has to deal with something that would be stressful, and you have to make a choice. Like, are you gonna find the humor in this situation
Yes.
as you are covered in poop and trying to clean it up, and
Yeah.
or are you? gonna just be mad and make it miserable for everybody. Um, yeah, I mean, I like, and a lot of ours, I have a feel like it goes back to poop, like cleaning the poop off the walls from the kids, like when
Yeah.
our dog's butt exploded everywhere, like trying to wrestle the dogs to like clip their nails. It's they're not
Yeah.
sexy and cute and fun
No.
and funny. It's just like we're doing life together, and this sucks. I mean, we've done fun things too, like run marathon, a half marathons. He never runs with me. I'm too slow for him. But um yeah, I mean, you have good moments. What are yours? What are things you
Yeah.
think of?
Um, One that comes to mind, because I have a tendency to say the world's worst thing at the most beautiful moments. And I think it was right after I found out I was pregnant with Nate or Charlie. And I just needed a minute to myself. And I was having a bath and Todd came in. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I was crying and I looked at him. I'm like, "What have I done with my life?" And he was like, "Excuse me?" Like, we were actively trying, right? Like,
Like we wanted this.
no, no, yes, yes. So bad. Like I just have this knack, and I'm like, thank God he forgives it. Like he laughs about it. He's like, "You're nuts. Like you are really nuts."
Hmm.
I think I told you about the time when we were cleaning the house and found a
Yeah.
cigar.
Yeah.
That was classic. Um, there was, oh God, we've got a lot. Like we used to go out and play tag with the kids. Todd has really bad knees, like they dislocate easily.
Ooh.
And but we're both highly competitive, especially with each other. And I just about had him tagged and he just like disappeared. But I could hear him, but he's rolling on the ground in pain because he was running as like full tilt we both were. And that's how he escaped being it. He dislocated his knee rather than just
Jeez.
run.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of ours too, we have some really good friends that have
Yeah,
been friends with us since uh like our first year of marriage and their first year of marriage, like their first and second year of marriage, really. So like we've done marriage and life and kids together.
yeah,
And we when we call it family togetherness now, but when we have like time with them, it brings out, I think, the fun in each of us, like and the
yeah.
silly things that happen.
Yeah.
And so like we love to vacation with them. We love to play cards with them. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite times is like we play this game called Arabian Rummy, and it's we're all very competitive,
Yeah.
which is not good. And then you're playing this game, and we're it's like depending on where you sit, kind of depends on how the game's going to go for you. And
Okay.
I mean, and it shouldn't, but there are
It
some
does.
people, we call them vacuums, and they like vacuum up all the cards, even if they don't need them, which then makes it harder for people further down the table to get the cards they need
Okay.
to go down, so
Yeah.
it's some strategery there. But oh my gosh, like this one time at the beach, Mike was just having a day, and he got so upset. I don't know, I can't remember what happened, but he like stood up at the table, threw his cards down, and was like, "I'm done." I mean, it was hilarious. I found it really hilarious. In the moment, he wasn't very happy about it. Um, and I think, yeah, it was the same as that was his 40th birthday. He got really mad at cards, and then he like went outside and decided to like go swim with the sharks in the dark. And I was like, great. Well, good thing I got an insurance policy here. Like Mike's swimming with the sharks. He may or may not come back. Um,
Yikes.
well, yeah. I mean, and at the time,
Yeah.
right, like it could be terrible or it's one of those funny memories that we bring up all the
Yeah.
time.
Well,
Where like they go out and they were at Hooters. Do you guys have Hooters? You know what Hooters is, right?
I know what Hooters is, yeah.
Yeah. And so they would have meetings, and so the boys would go out and have meetings, right? And so they'd have wings and beer, and just have guy time, which was fine. And we
Yeah.
would go have cheesecake and girl time. And this was before kids. And they were out at one of their meetings, and they'd had probably a bit too much to drink. But we came to pick them up. And so we pull up, and all of a sudden, I have our friend in the car and Mike's in the other car. And I was like, "What are we doing?" He's like, "It's my idea. See, if we get in the other car, then we don't get in trouble." They had hatched this whole plan to like ride with the other one's wife
Why?
so that they didn't get in trouble. I said, "But you still have to go to your house.
Yeah.
You're
Like you're not
not
coming
coming home with
home with
me."
me. That's awesome.
Where was this gonna happen? They were like, "Oh, we didn't get that far." It's like, obviously. I
We're
mean,
just avoiding the trouble part.
right. It's the funny things that
Yeah.
they just make me giggle. And they're fun to kind of relive, and stories that we tell, and just make sure you laugh.
Yes. Yes. What would you say makes Mike your best teammate?
Hmm, that's a good question. Um, he is really good to pick up the slack. And to kind of step in. Like he is a great like caregiver. I mean,
Yeah.
we have this oh, yeah, let me share this. Okay. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Okay, think about this. In every relationship, there's a giver
Yeah.
and a taker.
Yeah.
Now process that, right? So in every relationship, somebody is the giver, somebody's the taker. It's not necessarily bad to be the taker. I know that sounds like, oh,
Yeah.
but there is always that person who is like the super selfless, like, I'm just going to do everything. Not that the taker isn't a caregiver, but, um, like we've analyzed all these marriages of friends and people that we know. And we're like, every relationship, there's somebody who's the giver and somebody
Yeah.
who's more of the taker. Um, and you having two givers together is not going to work out really well. Having two takers together is not going to work. Yeah, it's like you got to contemplate it. But once you start to think about it, you're
Yeah,
like,
makes
oh yeah,
sense.
it works. It works. Like I'm the taker in our relationship. Mike's the giver.
Yeah. That's cool. See, and I think when we had kids that were young, I was the giver and Todd was the taker, but now I would say it's reversed. I'm the taker and he's the giver.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think it can change
Yes.
depending on like the situation in life and where you're
Yeah,
at.
where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but
that's
yeah,
cool.
I know it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah,
It's not. I can't take credit for it. It's our friend. He has like worked this theory for a really long time. Um, but yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And then even in friendships, it kind of works that way too.
totally. Well, and I feel too, like with marriages, when I look at our friends and like people that we've known for a long time, one is more social and
Hmm.
one is more introverted.
Yeah,
And it's like one's always kind of pulling the other one along. Very rarely do you have two total extroverts together.
yeah. Well, and one is usually the nice one, and one is a little more of the like the stern,
Yep,
will like roll up the sleeves and get into it if
yep,
they need to. Mike
yep,
is totally the nice one, and I'm definitely the one who has like the very strong limit, and then
yep,
I'm gonna reach my point.
yep,
He is
yep,
far more patient than I am. Um, yeah,
yeah.
and far more kind and giving for crap than I am. It's fine.
Makes sense. So when you're like in the like role that you're in, both as an educator and a CEO of a business, if you are too kind, nothing gets done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, let's talk about the things like no one warns you about. Things like you will have the same argument more than once.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
For years and years
always.
and years.
And it always kind of comes down to the same thing, right? Like you argue about it in different ways, but you have that same one or two fights in your marriage forever.
Forever and ever and ever. Amen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, and it presents itself in different ways, but like if you get to the root of the problem,
yeah,
it's the same thing. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Absolutely. And a lot of the times I think it comes down to your needs are not being met. In so like there's a lot to be said if any I mean, I feel like everybody knows the love languages now, but there's a lot to be said for love languages.
Yeah.
And the hard part of marriage is that usually your love language is not the same as your partner's. Like, not at all. Like, Mike's
Yes.
is physical touch. Don't think anybody who knows me knows. Would be surprised. Mine is not.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Um, so, his is physical touch. I have to like gear up and like, okay, we can do this. Like, he needs a hug. And it's so terrible. But like my top ones are acts of service and quality time. Like
Yeah.
those are my top two. And he it just it and you know it. Like you know what theirs are. It's just you have to it's not the way you like to give and it's not the way you like to be given and then so you have to work at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think that's the biggest thing is that it doesn't ever stop being work,
No. Yeah.
but it can be work you enjoy.
Yes. Well, and y- I think the thing with marriage is you made a commitment, at least for me. I mean, this is the way I
Yeah.
see it. Like, I made a commitment for better or for worse, richer for poorer,
Yeah.
sickness and health, like all the things, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't say that I was going to like you every day.
Yeah.
Those were not part of my vows
Yeah.
because God knows I could not live up to those. But
Yeah.
I did say I would love you every day. And, growing up in a family, we know that love is different than like. Like there were many times I didn't like my parents. I didn't like my siblings, but I love them. I would
Yeah.
do anything for them.
Yeah.
Like relationships ebb and flow, but we don't talk about like you fall in and out of love with your partner a million times over in a marriage.
Yeah.
And that love is different in every phase of your marriage.
Yes. Very,
Yeah,
very, very. Sometimes daily.
correct. Yeah. I mean, because like what turned you on and made you like all about them when you were first dating is not at all anything that you even care about right now.
No, there is nothing hotter than watching him do dishes
Right?
or scrub a toilet.
Yeah.
Um,
Clean my car for me and detail it. I'm like, hey, buddy,
Yeah.
like
You don't even
that's
have to pep talk your hug that day.
no, no, like that's fantastic. Or
Yeah.
like, even like doing, spending time just the two of us, like that's nice. But yeah, I mean, bringing me flowers or writing a nice card, like I'm like, oh, that's sweet. But yeah, I know you love me. You're supposed to. Like, could you unload that dishwasher over there and maybe go
Oh,
pick up the kid that needs to be picked up at 10 o'clock at night that can't drive? Because I am in my pajamas and I've already put in my night
yes.
guard. Like, I have no desire to leave this house.
Yeah. I think one of the best gifts that Todd ever gave me was it was for Mother's Day. Him and the kids got me a hotel room in another city with gift cards to like buy food or go shopping. And it was like I told some people and I could see like the look on their face. Some were like, "Oh my God, best husband ever." But it wasn't so much the gift, it was the acknowledgement that they've realized I had been burning the candle at both ends, and what I needed was some space for me. And that he knew me that well that that's what he chose to do. Like
Yeah.
that's why that was one of the best gifts ever.
Yeah, when they can anticipate your needs and you don't even know you need it.
Yes.
That right there is like hands down the best ever.
Yeah. Like when you're working away and they're like asking you questions and you think you're answering and all of a sudden a sandwich appears and you look up and you're like, was that being a bitch?
Yeah.
Like was her snarky? Did I have tone? Oh, well, thank you for the sandwich. Like, because I always joke like with the boys, it's like when they're getting grumpy, just feed them and they're fine. But it's like I didn't realize the same about myself. Like, oh yeah, it's been 9 hours and I haven't eaten because I've been doing this and this and this and this. And they're asking questions. I'm answering thinking I'm fine, but there's a definite tone to it that
Hmm.
I'm not even picking up on.
Yeah. Or like I'll
Yeah.
come home and Mike has the wine open and a glass waiting for me.
Aw.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
You're right. I needed that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And and I think it's okay. Like I know some people subscribe to the whole like never go to bed angry, never go to bed annoyed. Like,
But sometimes they're annoying in bed.
right. So they're like, how's that supposed to work?
What
Like,
about the breathing problems we
right. Or they fart and then there's like a freaking Dutch oven that you have to deal with. And now you're like sick to your stomach because you have to smell this. Or they don't turn the fan on in the bathroom and like the poop smell just like takes over the whole entire room. And you're like, oh my God, like, what did you eat? Like, there's just a lot that,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what? You're gonna be annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, we've quite often when those things happen in our marriage, we've looked at each other and been like, "There is something wrong with you. You need to go get yourself checked out."
Yes.
And it's fun though. It's fun to have that person that you can say that to.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, and then there's some things like you're never gonna fix. Like there's always the person in the relationship that's gonna load the dishwasher like a feral raccoon.
Ugh. Yes.
And then the one who's like playing Tetris, and like has it perfectly organized. And there's always a person in the marriage who's like super attention to detail, and the other one who's just free for all.
Fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
like,
and
who
one
cares?
spontaneous and one planner and
Yeah.
one. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's great when you've like balanced each other out and you know that, and you can just automatically default to you don't even have to talk about it. Like, I'm better at this, so I'm going to do it. And you're going to pick up the slack here because that's what you're good at. And then look at that. We've created something
Yeah.
fantastic together.
But the things that you like appreciate the most about each other are also the things that annoy the crap out of you.
Totally.
Totally.
Totally. Yeah, like one of Todd's habits that drives me nuts is he talks all the time. We have a his and hers office. We share an office space. He thinks out loud. And I cannot tell the difference between when he is thinking out loud and when he is talking to me. So I just don't talk to him. And then he's like, hello. And I'm like, oh, like you're talking to me. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, before. He goes, well, I was just thinking. And I'm like, out loud. So I don't know the difference. And I'm like, part of me wants you to just be quiet because I need to think over here. And it's hard to focus with you
Talking all the
talking
time.
all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Well, Mike talks really, 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 really loud on the phone, like
Okay.
really loud.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you yelling? Like, I understand, when his mom didn't have her hearing aids and she was hard of
Yeah.
hearing. Okay. But like, why are you yelling? Every time you're on the phone, he is like yelling. I can hear him across the house. I'm like, what happened? Oh no, he's just talking on the phone. Like, what in the world? But same thing, like when he's in meetings and he's working from
Yeah.
home and he's got his little like
Headset.
headphones and headset on and he's like yelling. I'm like,
Yeah.
do people not have a volume? Like, can you not just speak like a normal person and then they can turn it up if they can't hear you? But right at this point, like, you're going to cause hearing damage. It's
It's a good time.
it's a good time.
It's a good
It's a
time.
good I'm she like and he gets so annoyed because I am like very particular about my closet. I'm the detail oriented, super organized person
Yeah.
until I'm not. But I he's like, "You're OCD." And I'm like, "Probably, I mean, I have touches. I have touches." But like I'm particular about things. I like my clothes folded in a certain way. So then when I undo my t-shirts, they're not looking like they'd been balled up and shoved in. So I
Yes.
can actually just wear them right then. And I don't have to
Yeah.
then take an extra 10 minutes to take the steamer and steam them out when I'm already running late because I'm always late. That's another thing he doesn't like about me is like on time, nope. You can't. Like I don't know what it is. I can get up 5 hours early and still somehow I'm like running out the door
It's a
right when I have
it's a
to.
gift.
It is a gift.
It's a gift.
It is a gift. I've done a lot in that time, but I'm still late.
But it still happens. Yeah.
Still happens every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Um, should we let's get into
Do you
a
want to?
little bit of like marriage questions.
All right. Yeah, let's play question answer. These are fun.
Okay. What is something your spouse does that drives you absolutely crazy, but you know they will never change?
Um, hmm. That's a good question. One thing, the
Yeah, you
way
can only
he,
do one, Megan.
I know. I was gonna go back. I gotta go back to the laundry. The way he folds laundry. The way he
Makes
folds
you
laundry.
crazy.
Oh my gosh, it makes me crazy. It makes me absolutely crazy. And I've tried to train him, and it's just not. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Not gonna happen. What about you?
Um, oh, if I don't get around to cleaning something timely enough for him, he puts it into a pile and leaves it for me to deal with later. Or he'll put it in a tote. And I'm like, that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. But also I can see his point.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. What is the most ridiculous argument you've ever had with your spouse?
Most ridiculous. Hmm. Oh, Todd keeps saying he's going to write a book one day titled I Should Have Listened to My Wife. That's the title of the book.
I
And
love
each
this.
chapter is a section that I told him something he argued with me and then I was right. Um
Mm.
so
I love that it's a whole book.
oh yeah. And he'll be like, that's chapter 5. So okay, we used to do little staycations when the kids were little, and Todd would go nuts. And this is one of the things I love about him as a parent. He would like put the tent in the backyard. He would haul air mattresses in there, the TV, the Wii, like we were glamping. One night we were laying out there and like I am watching the storm clouds rolling in and like you could hear the thunder off into the distance and I'm like, honey, I there's a storm coming. Like we should probably get inside. And he, oh bah, honey, oh bah, you're overreacting. So like half an hour later, it's getting closer and the lightning's getting big, and I'm like, I I really think this is gonna not blow over. This is going to be a big one. We should get the kids inside. Oh bah, just go to sleep. Well, I think the third, fourth time I woke him up, I'm like, I don't care what you're doing, but I'm taking my children and I'm going inside where I know we're safe. And he's like, fine, if you really think it's that big a deal, I'll help you. We'll get the kids in. So I'm like, I'm taking the kids inside. So we put the last child to bed, crawled into our own bed, and it sounded like a Gatling gun went off in our backyard. Like it shook the windows. And he's like, okay, I guess she's right. Like it was such a bad storm. I'm like, I would have terrified the kids if we'd left them out there. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's one of the most because I'm like, dude, you can literally watch it roll in.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
We, and this is one that just continues and probably will forever, but he gets so mad at me when I'm sitting in the passenger seat and he's driving. And I have some serious PTSD. I like my biggest fear in life is to be in a car accident. And there was one year in 2016, so
Yeah.
10 years ago, we were in three car accidents within a year, like 2016 to 17. And it was traumatic. Like I had serious problems.
Yeah.
So, and none of them were my fault. Like, I got hit in the back of my car. Like, I was going straight across at an intersection. This guy turned left into us. He shouldn't have,
Yeah.
A girl pulled out in front of us, like, and was turning left right in front of me on this road. And we T boned her, totaled our car. And I have the kids in the car, so that mama
Yeah.
guilt, all that. And
Yeah.
then somebody ran into the back of my car. Like,
Yeah.
you know, all these things. So, and I think every wife has the issue anyway when their husbands drive and you're like putting on the brake because they don't brake
Yeah.
in the right time, or you're holding on to the oh shit handle, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Ah!" So I try not to freak out. And I know like he is a safe driver, not to my standards, but like in the realm of the world,
Yeah.
he has not gotten into an accident that is his fault. And, and he always drives when we go on trips, but
Yeah.
I freak out. Like I
Yeah.
mean, I have gotten a lot better. I'm not like crawling into the floorboards like I used to, but oh God, the mountains I can't do. Um, but he gets so mad at me. If I flinch or if I'm
Yeah.
like pushing the brake or I'm holding on to something, he's like, "Oh my gosh." He's like, "Megan, stop it. Just look at your phone. Just look at your phone." And I'm like, "Okay." That's usually when we fight. I'm like, "Stop driving like a crazy person."
Yeah.
And we're just
Uh,
like bickering back and forth the whole time about his driving and me freaking out. And yeah, I don't foresee that ever changing. I try, and thank goodness we have phones now and I can just scroll on Facebook or I chat with the girls. But um, yeah, I
yeah.
mean it's so ridiculous. I know, and he knows like it's ridiculous for him to yell at me about something like that. But
But
yeah,
you need to.
but there
Yeah.
we are. Yep.
What's one thing your spouse is weirdly passionate about?
Oh God, the Cubs and Purdue basketball.
Oh,
And I love, okay, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that Ryan is passionate about it with him. Like, again, these are things that I love about my husband is
yeah.
that he is so passionate about the Cubs. He will like, and it has like it bonds his relationship with his dad, and
Yeah.
now it's bonding his relationship with Ryan, but they will sit and talk about the trades and about this and that. And I'm like, "W- you're not the manager. You're not the
Yeah.
person. You don't have any say for this. Well, that they should do this and that." I'm like, this is just wasted air on something that you have no control over. That's in my mind, and then they're always watching the games. And so, like, baseball season kind of and basketball season, like right now, kind of sucks around here because they're always watching
Yeah.
the games and there's always some game for them to watch. So like one of the things we do for quality time, Mike and I do is we have like shows that we watch together. And
Yeah.
then I can't watch the freaking show because there's always some stupid game on. Um yeah, so
Yeah.
it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, yeah. Yeah. What about Todd?
Weirdly passionate about like the man, like mechanics, anything he can fix, but it's like, why are you fixing that? Whoa, what if it runs? Like, who cares? It's like, but like we once had 13 bikes at our house because he would bring them home from the dump because it's a perfectly good bike. Like, what if the niece and nephew are out and they want to ride it? And it's like, we are never going to need 13 bikes. So then I had to make a rule like, when you go to the dump, you're only allowed to bring something back if you return something else.
Oh, and that's a good rule.
Oh my God.
Did it
He used
like
to tell the boys on Saturday, come on, boys, we're going shopping. Bring your toolkits. I'm like, and they would strip the tires off of old things, but he'd bring them back. We had a tire pile, but they would build stuff out of it. So that part I couldn't be upset about. But I'm like, please don't teach my children that the dump is the mall. Stop that. That is not okay.
Oh, but he's so handy. And he can
He's
probably
so
fix anything.
handy.
Yep.
He really is. But I like, he's so handy that I told the kids, like, if anything ever happens to me, you need to find him a new wife because he will not buy you new socks if there's holes in them.
Just fix them.
He'll try to
Duct tape
fix
them. Yeah.
and if I'm gone, make sure you pull the plug. Don't let him try to fix me because he will. He will try to
Frankenstein you up.
bionic woman
Yep.
me. Oh yeah. I think Todd would love to be married to the bionic woman.
Yeah. Well, Mike
Especially if I
says
made
he's gonna
metal
be.
noises when I went and if he could like give me a chrome package.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for his mechanic stuff.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. You would love
yeah.
that. Yeah.
All right. What's something you swore you'd never say as a wife, but you now say regularly?
Oh, that I never say as a wife. I think I never said I'd never say it, but I like my mom when Dylan was little, I had to phone her and say, I need you to talk nicer to dad. And she laughed and she goes, why? And I'm like, because Dylan thinks his name is Grandpa Bill. Because my mom wouldn't say Bill. She'd go, oh,
Yeah.
right? Like,
My mom did the same thing, except my mom would be like, David Harland. And that's when
yeah,
we knew dad was in trouble because he got the first and
yeah,
middle name, just like we
yeah,
get the first and middle name when we were in trouble.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't go Todd, but I'm like, I'll look at him and go, seriously? Like, can we not look around the corner here?
Yeah.
Like, do you not know there's a bend coming? And it's still that like, what are you doing, dude? Like, it's that tone that I swore I would never do, but I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Same.
What do you?
Yeah, I think same. That like sarcastic tone, that like, so you're using your man eyes today, or or like what I get frustrated right now. Oh, I love him. I swear Mike needs hearing aids. Like
Oh,
he puts on his like earphones and he's worn his earbuds too long and he likes to listen to that loud like death
yeah.
metal like not death metal. I mean it's Metallica and stuff like that, but it's like crazy loud music. And so like I will be sitting right beside him saying something and he does not hear me. And it's not selective hearing. And he'll be like, and then he'll ask a question. I literally just said that. Oh, I didn't hear you. What
Okay.
the hell? Like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you? That, yeah, the man eyes thing. Um, yeah, yeah. It's hard not to be sarcastic with him and be
Well,
like,
sometimes sarcasm is fun in a way of coping too, though.
Right. It's because you don't really want to
Just
know what's
saying.
going through my brain. So if I say seriously, that's a lot better than the other things I was thinking in that moment.
Yes, true that.
Yeah.
Who apologizes first after an
Oh,
argument?
he does every time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, nope, nope.
Too stubborn or too proud? What is it?
Stubborn. And I always have been. Yes, my mama. Mom will tell you, I have always been, nope, I will not apologize. I would not apologize to my brother because usually when I'm at that point where I'm mad, I have calculated the risks and like the choices, and I'm fine with it. And I am not sorry. And I'm
And I
right.
love that about you.
Yep. And I'm
I've
right.
calculated the risks and I am fine. So, just for our listeners, if Megan ever does end up in an orange jumpsuit, she knows.
Yep.
She knew and she chose violence.
And she's not sorry.
She's not sorry.
Nope.
And nothing you can say could make her sorry.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's
How about
funny.
you?
Usually Todd, but I have done it too. We usually send a text message first to like test the waters because we're both chicken that way. Yeah, but yeah,
All right.
yeah.
What's the
You,
most married couple thing you've caught yourselves doing?
I think it's got to be the DIY, like the do-it-yourself renos.
Oh my
The
gosh, right?
we love it. We love it.
Don't we love it and we hate
Yeah,
it at the same time? Like it causes the biggest arguments and like the snappiest snaps at each other, but yet we keep doing them.
yeah, yeah. The Todd will always like we'll do a start a project together, and then at some point during the project, he will be, and this is why we'll never be in the Amazing Race. It's like
Oh, yeah.
true.
Yeah. No, Mike and I would never make it on the Amazing Race together. Um,
No.
no. You know, our thing the other week, this is like this is such the marriedest thing. Like our date nights, and this started a long time ago, but our date nights turned into like we'd go to dinner and
Yeah.
then we would go to Target to pick up diapers or like formula, or whatever. And then the other week we went and I don't even know that we made it to dinner. We went to buy a dishwasher. And that was hot date night was to go buy a
Yeah.
new dishwasher so we didn't have to keep doing dishes. And and then we picked up burgers on the way home for everybody.
Yeah.
Woo! Hot Friday night.
But it is still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, what is your spouse surprisingly really good at? Keep it PG.
Yeah. Well, no. Um,
Well,
yeah, he's really good at cooking and making up recipes. Like he doesn't have to follow recipes.
yeah.
And that was one of the first things that really made me fall in love with him. Like he made this amazing
Yeah.
shrimp pasta
Ooh.
for me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so good. He's never made it again because he doesn't remember what he did. That's the danger of it all. But yeah, he's a really good cook. And he likes to cook, so I appreciate that because I find it a chore.
That's nice.
Yeah, what about Todd?
The man can fix anything.
Yeah.
He do you remember the show MacGyver?
Mm-hmm.
I married MacGyver.
Okay.
Yeah. He probably should have gone into engineering, like mechanical engineering, because he also likes to create things. But yeah,
I like it.
he's
I like
really good at it. Yeah. Um, what's something you secretly appreciate about your spouse, but you don't say often enough?
it. Um, I really appreciate how he takes on a lot of the load in the house. Like he knows when I need to just decompress and chill. And
Yeah.
he's willing to take stuff on and like and take care of things and just steps in and does it. And I don't say enough how much I appreciate that and how much it helps. Because, again, my love language, one of my love languages is acts of service.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, that is something I really, really appreciate about him. Um, and I also really appreciate how he can de-escalate things. Like when I'm getting all mad, he can take it down and he will. But sometimes, like, okay, so there, you know, when you get to the point where like you're done, and like as studio owners, we've had these moments and people don't
Oh
listen
yeah.
because we're a woman and this and that and whatever. Like there have been a few times where Mike has stepped in
Yeah.
and he has fully defended me. And not because I asked, but like he gets mad and he's like,
Bad.
this is ridiculous and I'm not standing for it. I've
Yeah.
never loved that man more in my entire life than
Yeah.
in those moments.
Yeah. Todd once wrote an email to an entire dance class. Thank God he shared it with me first. I was like, no, don't, it's not worth it. But same thing, never loved him more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we all want to be the princess that needs the saving sometimes. Like it's nice,
Yeah.
especially when we are the ones who do so much and are like the decision makers and the people like the all the things that we are.
Yeah.
It's nice to have somebody save you every once in a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Love
I know. We kind of love them. Um, all right. If
that.
your spouse described you in 3 words, what would they say?
Yeah. What the F
Right.
is she doing now, thinking now, creating now? Like what? Yeah. No, what would he in 3 words? No, I think I might stick with WTF.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like Mike would probably say the same thing. Or like, she's crazy, but I love her. That's not 3 words, but um
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I know. He's never man, I surprised that man so many times
Yeah.
because he never knows fully what's going on in my brain and like what's going to come out. And I think most of the time in
Yeah.
his brain, he's like, what the F?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're going on this new adventure. Or, okay, yep, we'll do this. And yeah. Or,
Yeah.
oh, nope. Perimenopause is hitting. Everybody run for your
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah. One thing, like a phrase that Todd says to me at least minimum once a week. You know, you do this to yourself, right?
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I'm aware.
right. Stop telling me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. What's one thing about marriage you're younger you had completely wrong?
Mm. Uh, I think it was that I thought, I mean, I go back to this. I think I thought that I couldn't love him more than I did when I married him.
Uh
But I
yeah.
do in so many different ways and for so many
Yeah.
different reasons. And
Yeah.
even like the bedroom and all of that like changes so much as you get
Yeah.
older
Yeah.
and as you know each other and like it's just like having with kids. Each phase of your marriage has the highs and the lows, the
Yeah.
things that you love about it and the things that you hate about it. But if
Yeah.
you stick it out, and that's in a healthy marriage. Like I'm not saying everybody needs to stick it out because there are some very unhealthy relationships, but um yeah, it can be you continue to surprise each other and grow into something pretty awesome.
Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And it's definitely not like the movies, y'all.
No.
I mean, maybe at the beginning, like it's hot and passionate and you can't get enough of each other and you're like, you know, finding that lingerie or none and meeting them at the door and when they come home from work and you think it's like all cute and everything and then before you know it, you're meeting them at the door covered in spit up and you're like handing a kid off to them that's
Take this
vomiting.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, I haven't showered. Don't touch me. Like, um, yeah. Yeah. Or you're I love now where it's like he'll try to be sweet and romantic and like roll over in bed in the morning and is like, hey, and I'm like, go brush your teeth. Like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to go brush your teeth and do some mouthwash, and then maybe we'll talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, marriage is so romantic.
All right. Yeah. I mean, nobody else in the world can you poop with
This is true.
and just let the farts fly. Like, there's no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I forget what I was going to say. Uh, oh, yeah, I totally lost it. I totally lost it.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing Todd still does though that I absolutely love?
What?
Every once in a while, he'll shoot me messages, and they are like he does roses are red poems. They are so corny, like cheesiest of the cheesy, but it's still like gives me heart butterflies
Oh,
when he does it because it's like, oh, he thought about me and took the time to, yeah, to do that. It's pretty sweet.
that is sweet.
Yeah,
That is sweet. Yeah.
yeah.
Marriage is, yeah.
Well, it's not about finding the perfect person. It's about building a life with someone imperfect and then learning to laugh your way through it, right? As a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, yeah. I mean, who else are you going to have conversations with about all the bodily functions? And they're going to see you at your worst and at your best, and they're still going to find you attractive and beautiful and still want to have sex with you after you've like thrown up and
I know. It's
you
so
know,
gross.
like had the flu and I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
some they've watched you give birth and poop yourself and I mean like that's deep love when they
that
can see
is.
you in all that and then they're like, yeah, I'd still tap that. Like,
We were we were driving today and there was this um meme. Well, Tanya sent it. You'll have to look. But it's a lady talking about her husband and she's like she had made pasta and spaghetti sauce. And that man, she goes, I sat and watched him eat 3 bowls of spaghetti sauce and then look at me and go, that's not chili, is it?
oh my God.
And we watched it and we laughed and then I went to the comment section. There's 4,100 comments on this thing about like women that have watched their men, like the ones like I made cupcakes and they had the paper liners on it, and my husband ate 3 of them with the paper on there. I stopped him at his fourth. There's one like where Grandpa ate all the dog biscuits, like their dog treats, and then said like those cookies weren't very good after eating 7. Like, why wouldn't you stop at one?
Right.
And then like one of the comments was like, "This is why I'm so happy I'm a lesbian." So I'm reading them to Todd. And he's like, "Okay, though," and I'm like, I said, "But this is what it's like to be a wife. Like we watch you guys do things, and we're like." I feel like when your dog watches you brush your teeth and he's like, "Oh," like
Yeah. Yeah.
that is quite often how I feel watching the men in my life go about the things that they're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he just doesn't get it. And he's like, "It can't be that bad." I'm like, "There's 4,100 comments,
Like this is a
all
common
like
problem.
this."
Yeah.
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 So it's like, I'm like, what a weird design that men and women should be together.
Well, we joke all the time when we are overwhelmed and we're like, I need a wife.
Yeah.
I need a wife
Yeah.
because I have a husband, but I need a wife.
But I need a wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Completely. Yeah. Um, I think we should give our listeners a challenge.
Yes, I want to hear from them
Yeah.
about the most ridiculous argument they've ever had with their spouse
Yes.
because those are so fun because it's like so ridiculous. I mean, it's just you're like, I don't even know why we're fighting over this, but they make me giggle. They make me
Yeah.
giggle. So join us, find us. We are on Facebook and we have a new group on Facebook.
Do.
We do. We have a group where you can start to engage with us and share. So we'll ask in the group and make sure you join the group. Make sure you like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And we'd love to hear, what is your most ridiculous argument you've ever had with your spouse?
Yeah. All right, friends, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week.
Yep. Have a good one. Our goal for this podcast is to be that village where we can have those deeper conversations. We can talk about the serious things and walk each other home from diapers to death and all the things that come in between, but also to bring the humor and our crazy squirrel moments and all of our funny stories that we've lived from parenting to entrepreneurship to just being us and the adventures that we come up with. But we want to build a community and be those people to give you some sound advice that, maybe makes you giggle a little bit every once in a while.
So thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, share with your favorite hot mess mom friends, and give us a follow on Instagram at No Bras Required Pod.
Every week, we'll drop a new episode tackling everything from marriage and mom guilt to leadership and loss with humor, heart, and maybe a little tequila or wine. So bring your favorite drink and join us every week.